Hey everybody, this is Darren Sabedra again, Bay Area News Group, Mercury News, East Bay Times, here with Mike Lefkow. Mike, it's Tuesday afternoon. We're getting ready for week 4 of the abbreviated high school football season. We've got some Thursday action, and more so than usual. But let's go back to last week a little bit. I'm looking at the results from last week, and I managed to pick up a game despite going 8-4 for the week. You went 7-5. What happened?
Well, the schools I was picking, they kind of let me down a little bit, didn't they? You got to get them guys out there to do a little better this week.
You went with Reardon, and I believe they got beat, 42-0?
Yeah, that was a bad pick, wasn't it?
You went with Palma against San Joaquin Memorial, and they got hammered.
Well, I wasn't surprised by that.
You went with the Uglies, and they lost to Monterey Trail, and you also went with Moreau Catholic, and you went with Monte Vista. I went with Monte Vista too, and Moreau Catholic. I lost Washington Fremont and Acalanes. I mean, I just need to stay away from Acalanes because every time I pick against them, they win, and when I picked them to win last week, they lost. So maybe it's best that I just stay away from any Acalanes game.
They're playing one of those schedules where any game can go either way.
Right. But let's I think I picked 14 games for us this week. We had 15 on the card last week. We had 3 scratches because of coronavirus issues. So we did not have the Bellarmine St. Francis game, which has been postponed, I believe, until the weekend of the 23rd and 24th of April. Oak Grove and Piedmont Hills was canceled, and James Logan rescheduled its Friday game to play Grace Davis of Modesto, which Logan won, but they were supposed to play Hayward that night. So all 3 of those are scratches. Let's get on to our week 4 card, starting with a Thursday night game in Concord. We got the De La Salle Spartans going up against Jesuit of Carmichael. What do you like?
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Spartans.
You're going to go out on a limb?
I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah. I just noticed I actually have green on today, so I guess I'm going Spartans too. So
they're playing Thursday night, huh? That's unusual for Dale.
Thursday night, but it's Good Friday is coming up. It's the Holy Week, so we got Good Friday, and then we have Easter on Sunday. So the Spartans are going to play on Thursday, and same with Jesuit. So we're both going De La on that one. We have another Thursday night game. This is an interesting matchup. Bishop O'Dowd with Jesse Madden coming off, I believe, a 5-touchdown performance and a win over Encinal, going to San Leandro, and San Leandro coming off the 50-46 win over Moreau. Who you got?
Oh, that's a little tough, isn't it? I'm going to take San Leandro on this one.
I'm going to go with the Dragons of Bishop O'Dowd to pull this one off.
Well, you can go either way. That's a toss-up game.
All right. Next matchup on the card, Friday night in Pittsburgh, the Liberty Lions making the trip from Brentwood to play the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm going to go Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pittsburgh in this one.
All right. Now we're going to go to the South Bay. This is an interesting matchup where the Independent 76ers 2-0 under Steve Pappin. They rallied from 22-0 down to win over Sabedra last week. They're traveling to play Branham on Friday night. Who you got?
I'm picking Branham in this one.
You know what? I'm taking Branham too. Sorry, Steve Pappin. I'm taking Branham on its home field. They love their home
game, but I think Branham's a pretty good team.
Yeah, I do too. This is a tough matchup. Piedmont at Berkeley. I like that merger with the West Alameda County Conference and the this is not part of the merger. I mean, I guess it is technically part of the merger, but I like that the MVAL and the WACC have merged. We probably would have had this matchup anyway because these are 2 WACC teams, but Piedmont at Berkeley on Friday night.
I'll go with the Yellow Jackets, Berkeley High.
Wow. I hate picking with you every single time, but I'm going to go Berkeley as well in that one.
This is another potential good one, though.
Yeah. I think we're going to well, this one is interests me because Mountain View's played awfully well thus far, but their biggest test by far. They hit the road and they're going to play the Los Gatos Wildcats on Friday night. I'm going Los Gatos. Before you pick, I'm going Los Gatos.
Yeah, I'm going to go Los Gatos too. They look like a pretty good team.
They look really good this year, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Mark Crail's got it rolling there.
Yeah, it might be a little tough for Mountain View.
Moreau Catholic coming off the heartbreaking loss last week, plus a couple of injuries, including one to Caleb Elam's Orr. We don't know the severity, but a knee injury last week, had an MRI yesterday. Obviously, I wouldn't expect him to play in this game. As the Mariners travel to play James Logan, an old MVAL clash, although this time it's the MVAL/WACC.
Boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Moreau Catholic, even without Elarn. Even if Elarn Gore doesn't play, I think it's going to be a real tough game. But I'm going to take Moreau.
I like the way James Logan's playing under Eddie Smith. I'm taking the James Logan Colts to win that game. Another tough one, the California Grizzlies, coming off a big win over Monta Vista last week, had a heartbreaking loss the previous week against Clayton Valley Charter. They're going to go play San Ramon Valley on Saturday night.
I'm going to pick San Ramon Valley in this one. Another close game.
I'm going to take Danny Calcagno and the California Grizzlies to pull this one off. I like that team. So, we're getting some tough ones here, Lefty. We got Menlo Atherton on Saturday afternoon making the short trip. It's the Battle of Atherton going up against Sacred Heart Prep on Saturday afternoon at Sacred Heart Prep.
I'm going to go with Sacred Heart Prep. I think they're for real this year. They're a good football team.
Wow. It's going to be really close. I'm going to go Menlo Atherton to pull this one out. I think the Bears are going to stay undefeated. It's a battle of unbeaten. So we have another battle of unbeaten, I believe, in this next game. De Anza at Pinole Valley. And Pinole Valley is getting having a heck of a season so far. A couple of wins already, but they've got a player who is I'm trying to look up his name here. What do you think of Pinole Valley, Lefty?
I think they're a good football team. I think they've got a lot going for them. Good, solid offense, and they're playing good defense so far.
Right. And what about De Anza?
I think De Anza is not a bad football team. I think if I had I'm going to go with Pinole in this game. I think Pinole Valley is a little bit better.
You know what? I'm going to go with Pinole Valley as well in this one to knock off De Anza. Just a few more games left. Another big one, top 10 matchup. I think it's the only top 10 matchup of the week where we have the St. Francis Lancers, I believe, at number 9 in our rankings, going to number 3 Serra on Saturday afternoon. Who you got?
I think Serra's a special team this year. I'm picking the Padres.
After what Patrick Walsh pulled off to get a football season for these kids, I'm taking the Padres. I think that I agree with you. Special team, and clearly, Patrick Walsh. I mean, what can you say about him, right, Lefty? You've known him forever.
Well, it'd be a lot of fun to see Serra and Pittsburgh play, two former De La Salle players, with the winner going up against De La Salle.
That would be great. That would be really great. So we both take Serra. We both took Pinole Valley. We were 3 games left. Half Moon Bay at the Kings Academy.
I'm gonna go with the Kings Academy in this one. Appleton Bay struggled against Stellar Prep, and they came on and beat them pretty easily. But I'm going to take TKA to win this game.
I'm going to take TKA as well. Oh, the player that I was referring to from Pinole Valley, that is Tony Freeman, who scored 5 touchdowns in a rout of Hercules last week. So yeah, Tony Freeman having a really good year for Pinole Valley. So we both took TKA. We have 2 games left. We'll start off with Livermore at Dublin.
I'm going to go with Livermore. I think Livermore's playing really well right now.
Yeah, me too. They're moving up in our rankings. They're playing really well. They're winning big. I'm taking Livermore. This next game, man, Clayton Valley Charter coming off a tough loss to Monterey Trail hits the road to go up against winless, probably the best 0-3 team in the Bay Area, right?
Oh yeah, without question.
Monte Vista.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I can't think of a better winless team right now. I mean, they played a brutally tough schedule so far.
Well, I mean, they played Acalanes with half their team and almost won.
Well, okay, yeah, but Acalanes is a good team. Even
that's a good team, but they put up a nice effort in that one. They lost to De La Salle, scored 27 points. I mean, yeah, it was I hate to call it garbage time because I mean those kids all deserve to play, and Monte Vista did well, scored 27 in that game, right? Yes, De La Salle was like 63 to 27, right. And then last week to lose to California. I'm gonna go Mustangs to pull this one out and to get their first win.
I'm going to go the Ugly Eagles. This is a huge game for them, I'll tell you. Because they need to get some momentum back.
Oh, man. All right.
Get the offense straightened out.
So you're going Clayton. I'm going Monte Vista. That is it on the card. Anything else to add before we wrap it up? Anything? We're down to just this week and then 2 more.
It's a quick season this year, isn't it?
It's a sprint. It's a sprint. It's a sprint.
I see the state okayed more people going to games though. So
that doesn't mean more people are going to get to go.
What's that?
That doesn't mean more people are going to get to go. It's got to go through the local health officials and the school districts and the schools. So, yeah. I mean, you haven't been out to a game this year. We've been working hard in the office, in our home offices. Yeah.
Well,
I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to get out to a game at some point. So we'll see if we can make it happen.
Right.
But, I miss being out there. It's fun covering those games.
No doubt. Be sure to check out the covers, mercurynews.com, eastbaytimes.com. Sign up for a digital subscription if you have not. It's 99 cents for 3 months, Lefty. I think even we can afford that.
Yep, we sure can.
Yep, that's a penny and a little more than a penny a day.
33 cents a month.
Right. I don't know how that math works, but that's a good deal to me. So get a subscription. Check out our coverage. We'll have our college crew helping us out this weekend once again. So we've been having a lot of games in those roundups. Have you noticed that, Lefty?
Yeah, we do. We get a lot of games in there. And again, a shout out to the coaches for being very cooperative and helping us on this.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know, and they make themselves available a lot of times shortly after the game.
No doubt. Just give us a couple of details and look what our crew has been able to do. So keep that up. Shout out to the coaches. Shout out to our crew. And we will talk next week when we'll see if I've pulled into the lead. I'm 1 game behind in the standings.
Well, I can get rolling this week and we'll see what happens.
All right. That's a wrap.